Hi, I'm Chris Williams of Wilmont Knives. I just wanted to show you guys a few different ways that I make knives in the shop. Show you some of what I consider little secrets, although not really secrets, because I'm going to show you. What I'm making today is what I call a pocket skinner. This is my pocket skinner. It's in Kydex right now. It's designed for back pocket carries. It's the size of a wallet. Pull it out. And this is what we're making today. Let me get rid of Kydex. This one's not sharpened because I don't want to cut myself on camera. I'm making this right here. I've had a few people ask about if this was CNC'd because the edges are so crisply chamfered at 45 degrees. Hopefully you can see that. Maybe not. So this one's done. It's Parkerized black. This is 1084 steel. I'm getting ready. I'm grinding 75 right now. This one needs to be chamfered here and here. So I'm about to do that. I've already chamfered the back using a flat platen and a 45 degree tool rest, and now I'm getting ready to do this part. I'm going to show you how I do it. Safety glasses, cut resistant gloves. Dyneema gloves from McMaster. I always wear them so I don't cut myself on the grinder anymore. Alright, it's just that fast. And you can see I've got that chamfered. Hopefully you can see it. With the right tool, a job like this goes fast, it's effective, it's efficient, and it's crisp. The angle is the same on both sides. You know, depending on how smooth you are and making sure you don't stop, it depends on how deep you go. I'm using a 120 grit ceramic Hermes belt. Those are my favorite belts. This one belt will last for 75 knives. These 75 knives I'm working on right now. I will raise and lower the tool rest to get to different grit, but I'll probably be able to get 50 in this one little spot. I spin it about half speed. I'll do another one to show you. I'll show you the ones I'm working on here. This is what I'm working on. Hopefully you can see this. These are ones that still need to be chamfered along the top edge, and these are all already done. This was what I do. This grinder right here, I'm doing this area with, and now this grinder right here. I would do this top spine with here by just going like this. This one's already done, but I mean, I'm just going over to show you. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully you can see that. So all this is done. I still have to do the inside area with the small wheel, and I'll have to change the insert to 1.5 inch. In order to do the inside part, that is yet left to do. I'll have to change this out to a 1/2 inch wheel. This is 1.5 currently, and I'll get in here and I'll turn it around, and it goes fast. Once all that's done, I grind the bevels. Grinding the bevels goes pretty fast. Well, this is when I stamped. I was just playing around with a new stamp I got. Hopefully you can see that. That'll go away when I grind the bevel, but it's just me figuring out what it looks like. Don't want to bore you. Hey, I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to wait till I get to the inside part, turn the camera back on and show you that, and then I'll show you how I do the bevels. Thanks. I just got finished doing the last one. Still in the same belt I started with. I did 75 knives, profiled, and then chamfered. So far, spine, front, and now do this, the inside curve. I'm going to change the small wheel out. From a 1.5 to a 1/2. And we're not ready to get it. Lower this a little. It's one of those things you got to do a couple times to kind of get the best way to feel for it. Best way to go from clockwise or counterclockwise. Once I've done 4 or 5 or 6, this is why I do so many at one time. I'm doing 75 of these. And pretty soon I'll have the feeling for this down. Now it looks okay, but I got to go deeper. So I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to figure out the best way to go from right to left to left to right. And I'm going to turn it back on and I'm going to whip through one. Okay, I've done 4 or 5 of these things, and I finally figured out the best way to rotate the part around the sanding drum, so I'm going to knock it out. This one's not chamfered yet. I'm going to do this one side only, and I'll probably do the other side after I figure that side out. Got it. I'm happy with it. You know, the goal is, obviously don't dwell in one area or you'll just put a groove right in this thing. But I got a nice chamfer now, hopefully. So you can see that. Doing one side then the other right at the same time is a little too tricky. So I'm only going to focus on this side because I figured out how to get this side to look nice. I'm going to do the other side after I do 75 of this side. I'll use the same belt throughout the whole operation. These Hermes belts really take a licking and keep on kicking. Dropping by, I'll tune you back in when I do this side. Hey guys, this is a continuation of how I make my pocket skinner. I've just got finished scribing all of these edges with just a black marker. These are 180 thick, so I'm about to scribe 2 lines about 20 thousandths apart. Here are all the pocket skinners I just scribed. Here is where they get scribed. They'll go from this stack to this stack. This stack has been scribed. Hopefully you can see that. 2 lines, 20 thousandths apart. I'll show you how I do it. Oops, sorry. There's one not done yet. That was done. I'm going to do this side right here. You see it's not chamfered. the last thing I'll have to do is the bevels here. It's the very last step. Okay, this will be the last installment of how I make a pocket skinner. The last stage. This is what I'm making, okay? This right here, a pocket skinner, unsharpened, don't want to cut myself. I'm doing the last grind right now, the flat grind. I'm going to make them look like this in a few seconds. I want to talk a little bit about the way I'm grinding. I'm grinding sitting down today because I have 75 of these to grind out. I've ground about 50 out already. I've got about another 25 to go. This is my third belt. These Hermes belts last a long time. It's a ceramic 50 grit. Like I said, it's my third one. This will I'll probably have to put one more on. I'm getting about almost 20 blades to it. I'm not grinding a lot, so they're doing a good job. Well, what I'm doing, when I stand up, my flat platen is vertical, but it's because I sit down and I want to be able to look straight down the flat platen to see the shadow between the belt surface and the steel. So I've actually angled the flat platen a few degrees facing downward, and that really helps when you sit down grinding. Normally I grind standing up, but when you grind this many, 75 knives, it tends to be a long day standing up and doing that. So what I'm going to do is show you the way I grind. These little pocket skinners, I find adding an extension handle helps, so these vice grips really do the trick. Here I go.
There we go.
That one's done. Remember, this is pre-heat treat. We're only trying to get this 80% of the material removed so we can spend it to heat treat. I've got about 40 thousandths on the edge that I didn't grind. And I'm going to take this when I'm done after heat treat to within, an eighth and a 16th of the circle. So I'm going to go further. Just want to get the majority of it off so I don't have that hard a time after heat treat. This is 50. I'll go ahead and just send these to heat treat now. After heat treat, I'll hit them with an 80 and a 120 ceramic Hermes belt. and then that's it. Sandblast them and parkerize them, and I'll be done. Let me back this out so you guys can see me. That's how I grind them. This is ready for heat treat. I'll do one more, zoomed out, so you guys can see how I do it. Okay. That was done. Like I said, it didn't have to be perfect. I want to try to really make them pretty after heat treat. I'll do a little rough grinding with an 80 grit. I never usually use a 50 after heat treat. Usually an 80, I'm pretty happy with the 80 in Hermes, and then a 120, and then it's done. Sandblast, parkerize, make a sheath. Sharpen last. That is just an inside look of how I make my little pocket skinner. Thanks for dropping by.